Hello, welcome to the Real Estate Market Watch. I'm Bob Gibbs, and this is video 7 in our series of how to find, secure, and close on a property. This is actually the second section. First section, videos 1 through 6, talked about the actual process of finding a home, preparing yourself, and going out and finding a home. This section, which are videos 7 and 8, we're going to talk about putting an acceptable offer together. Now, what can you do along with your agent to make sure that you put an offer in that's your best shot and that's going to get you the house that you want. So with that, what we've seen happen a lot, we list a lot of homes and we get offers in and we represent a lot of buyers. And so one of the things that we see happening a lot, which is a little bit disconcerting, is we'll see buyers who really either not are getting the right counsel when they put offers together or are choosing to ignore the counsel that they're getting. And what I mean by that is we see offers come in where the buyer just kind of, I think, guessed on the price because it's nowhere near where it needs to be in order to get a house. So they're throwing a price in, the offer is not really prepared very well, financing doesn't look clean, they're asking for things and basically not understanding the situation they're in. I'll give you an example. When you're in a multiple offer situation, let's just say the home's listed at 500, but there's 15 offers on it, which is actually not uncommon today. To go in and say, I'm going to submit an offer at 450 and ask for all the closing costs, that's really not getting good counsel, or it's not really thinking things through. So really one has to question their motivation if they're doing that. So when you're determining, and this video is about pricing, looking at pricing and things like that, you really have to understand the situation you're in. Sure, the first thing we do as your agent representing you in the purchase of a home is we'll run all the comps on that home. What has sold in the last 3 or 4 months in that neighborhood that will allow us to make a good estimate of what the home's worth. Knowing the area is important. Knowing the homes that sold is important because you're comparing the home that you're interested in to the ones that sold. You're looking at square footage. What's the price per square foot on the ones that sold? What are the difference in the homes? Things like that. That's going to get you a good idea of what the home's actually worth. And then at that point you can make a decision. Are you the only offer? You know what? Maybe you can come in a little lower and see if you can negotiate a good deal for yourself. Are you one of 20 offers? In that case, you're probably going to have to go over asking price at a minimum. And what we do see though is a lot of sellers pricing homes below comparable sales. So they're actually trying to promote multiple offers. But going into the offer process, it's important for us as agents to give you as much information as we can. So first thing we do is run all the comparables on the home. We contact the other agent to see if we can find out how many offers they are. They're not obligated to tell us, but a lot of agents do. And so we find out, and that can kind of give us an idea of where we're at. Then it really depends on how you're structuring the offer. But if this is a home you have to have, and there are multiple offers, you need to strongly consider probably going over asking price, and that would be us to kind of give you an idea of where we think you need to be. That doesn't guarantee you're going to get the house because there's a lot of other things involved that I'll talk about in the next video, but at least you're giving it your best shot, which is the next thing I'm going to get to. At the end of the day, when you're putting an offer in and you're trying to decide on a price, you really need to know that this is the home that you want. If there are multiple offers, what I counsel people to do is, we know what it's worth, we know what the comps are, and however, you need to really be comfortable that you're giving it your best shot because you may not get a counter. So if the worst thing you want to have happen is you kind of go in and lowball the price and it's a house you want and the seller just kind of doesn't even pay attention to your offer and moves on, then you feel bad about it. So if it's the house you want, always give it your best shot, and so you're not kicking yourself if you don't get it, and that's the best you could have done. It makes it a lot easier to live with. So pricing is important. We run the comps, we look at how many offers are on the table, if we can get that information, And then we look at the market trends. In a lot of cases now, homes are getting offers over asking price at the lower price points, and in many cases they're over comparable sales. So I'll talk about that in the next video, but with pricing, it's important to give it your best shot if you really want the home. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.